All right, Millville Foodies, thank you for tuning in once again. Before you do anything, if you're not a part of this community, go ahead and hit the subscribe button right now. It's the little red button. Yes, punch it, because you do not want to miss what is coming out of Millville. On today, we have something that's going to be sweet and delicious. This is actually my first time making this, but I heard that it was very, very good. We're going to be making what's called a hot chocolate poke cake. And for our ingredients, of course, we have our hot chocolate. We're going to use a Duncan Hines Devil Food cake mix. And guys, of course, you need your eggs, oil, and water. I'm actually not going to be using that for this recipe. I'll show you what I'll be doing, but it's okay to follow the instructions on the box. We'll talk about that later. I also have 2 containers of the Jet Puff marshmallow cream. I have a jar of Hershey's Hot Fudge, and to top it with a garnish, we're going to be using Jet Puff mini marshmallows. So stay tuned. You do not want to miss this sweet treat. We'll be right back. All right, guys, so we are back and we're getting ready to put together our cake and put it in the oven. Now, you can do the exact instructions on the box. You can do the 1 cup of water, 3 large eggs, and a 1/3 cup of vegetable oil. But I'm going to do something a little bit different. I'm going to do what is called a baker's cake. And instead of the water, I'm going to use 1 cup of milk. And instead of 1/3 cup of oil, I'm going to use 1/3 cup of butter. And still going to have my 3 eggs. So we're going to get all of this incorporated. Starting with my milk. Start adding the eggs. And we'll add the butter. All right, guys, we're gonna get this mixed all together. I'm gonna use my mixer. I just wanted to get it started, and we'll put it in our pan and get it ready for the oven. Okay, you guys, we are back and we have mixed our cake. We're gonna get this spread out in the pan. And guys, you are going to cook this cake exactly how it tells you on the box for a 9 by 13 pan, because that's what we have, is a 9 by 13 non-stick pan. And one thing you will notice about the baker's cake, it's a little bit thicker because of the milk and butter instead of the water and the oil. So it's a little bit thicker and fluffier than your regular cake batter that you would make, which is just basically going to make it more fluffier, more moist. And so we're going to get this spread around. All right. Knock out any air bubbles. So we're going to put this in the oven on 350. I already preheated the oven. And we're going to set this cake in the oven for, looks like 26 to 31 minutes. And we'll be right back when it's done. Okay, guys, so our cake is done and out of the oven. I let it cool for about 20 minutes. So now what I want to do, I want to take a wooden spoon and I'm just going to poke holes all the way through the cake. All right, now that we have our holes throughout our cake, what we want to do is we got about 2 cups of the marshmallow cream, and we're going to add about 1/4 cup of water to this and get this mixed in. And the reason why we want to do that is we're going to put it in the microwave to let it melt down. And as it melts, we'll be able to spread it over our cake. We got our water in here and now we're just mixing it up. And the water just makes it easier to work with. Okay, guys, so we are back and we put this in the microwave for a minute, but we did 20-second intervals, and each time I took it out and stirred it up. And so now we just want to pour it all over our cake. And get it all spread, making sure that they get into the holes. Now we got our cake filled. We're going to move this over. And what I did, I added most of the fudge from my jar into the cup. We're going to warm the fudge up and we're going to spread that also on top of the cake. All right, so we are back. And now the same thing that we did with our marshmallow cream, we're going to do with our chocolate. And that's just spread it all over. So we're going to set this in the fridge and then we're going to get ready for our whipped cream. We have our 2 containers of whipped cream. Then we're going to take 3 of our Swiss Miss hot cocoa. And begin to incorporate that in the whipped cream. Okay, guys, so this is supposed to taste like hot chocolate, but it's really not there yet. So I'm going to add 1 more packet, so a total of 4. So I say 2 packets to each ounce whipped cream. And I think this is going to do it right here. We are ready to spread our whipped cream over our cake. So now to finish our cake out, I took the leftover chocolate and I put it in a plastic bag. And as you'll be able to see, Jaywana don't normally decorate nothing, but we gonna try on this one. So we gonna see how this turn out. And looks okay. Okay, Jay. All right, somehow I cut 2 holes, but you know what? It don't even matter. Oh, look at them. Look at them skills. Yes. Okay, so I decorated the little cake, and as you can see, I did go to preschool. But that's okay, honey. This is my kitchen. I do what I want, okay? It's still gonna be good. Now, the hardest part about this cake is letting it set in the fridge for at least 3 hours. Yes, 3 hours. So tell your kids, your spouse, all them people who come in your house, don't touch this cake, okay? Because it has to set up because of the marshmallows and then the fudge on top. So we'll be right back after 3 hours. So, all right, everyone, 3 hours later, and we are back. And just to let them know that this is a hot chocolate poke cake, we want to add a few marshmallows. Now, if you get the marshmallows that's already dehydrated, they would be better because they have a crunch that'll add to the cake. You know, like the marshmallows like in Lucky Charms. But being that they didn't have those, I just went with this. All right, you guys, there it is. This is our hot chocolate poke cake. I'm gonna get this cut real quick and show you what it looks like on the inside. All right, you guys, so this is it. This is our hot chocolate poke cake. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please hit that like and notification button. Also subscribe, share these videos on your Facebook page so we can build up our community. Guys, we are only 30-something away from having 1,000 subscribers. I want to thank you all who have already subscribed. Please share these videos so we can get those subscribers up before the month of November out. You all have a blessed weekend. Be safe out there and have a happy Thanksgiving.